Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trina. Today we are going to talk about nails and if you want to get into doing them. So I've been asked a lot by friends and a lot of people that are teachers, that have students, or maybe someone who's just about to get into nails or thinking about it. Should I get into nails? What do I expect? And hopefully I answer all of your questions. I have a book full of things to go over with you, so let's dive into it. So in case you don't know who I am, my name is Trina. I am a celebrity nail artist. I do have my nail license and I've been doing nails for 4.5 years. So I've done a lot and I've ran around, I've traveled, I did the whole thing, and I work with brands, campaigns, ads, whatever you could think of, I've probably done. So hopefully I can give you guys some really good info and some good advice on if you should or shouldn't get into doing nails. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you, but all right, let me just dive right into this. So anytime someone is thinking about doing nails or getting into the nail industry, I always ask them this question first. And my first question is, why? What is your why? Why do you want to get into nails? Do you feel like you can express yourself? Is it that you like making other people feel beautiful? Is it that you like to draw? Is it therapeutic for you? Figure out and really sit and question why this is something you want to do for the long term, because nails is really a journey. It's a process, and the more you do it, the better you get. So there's nothing but time. I would say a red flag is if you think that nails is a money grab and it's just, oh, you see the girls on your timeline like, oh, if I do 10 clients or 15 clients a week, I'll have this and I have this much money. That is not passion. That's not really something you want to do. That is a money grab. And I would say if that's what's motivating you, it's not going to work out. So I would just stop, really rethink, sit with yourself and question, do I want to put my energy into this? Do I want to put my time? Do I want to put my money into this? And my whole career, honestly, because that's what it's going to become. This is going to be your career. So do you want to put all of that into nails? Do you have the time? Really sit, think, write about it, think about it for a little bit, and then you'll come up with your answer. Next, I would ask, do you want to go to school to get your nail license, or do you want to be self-taught? And what really is the difference and what's better than the other? I can't really say if one is better than the other, because there are girls that are self-taught. I'm gonna put their info here, like Anushka and Caddy. These are some nail artists that I know from the UK. They're all self-taught, but they're amazing. Like, they will outdo some of the girls that went to nail school, because a lot of nails is just skill. Nails is just repetition of doing something again and again, and then you just get better at it, like anything else. So, all right, so I'm gonna break this down more. If you decide to go to nail school, you are deciding that you got to put time. Depending on what state you're in, every state is different. So I went to New York City. So in New York State, our requirements are 250 hours. So you would have to go to school, put in your hours, get all of them done. Then you're going to take your practical exam with your state board. Practical is before COVID, they used to have someone come, you would do a manicure for them, do what the proctors say. But now, because of COVID, you have a mannequin. I still believe it's the same now. Then you would do a written exam where you would literally go take a test. And when I took it, I thought it would be more based on, I guess, time and other things I learned, but they focus more on sanitation and fines and, years and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's the same test. I'm just giving you from what I went through. But yeah, when I went to school, it was about $3,000, and that's not including, when I bought supplies, it was literally just going to the school. I would Google schools around you. I would ask people if they did go to the school, how they felt about it. I would read Yelp and Google reviews, because the girls will tell you the truth in there. Do that. I would also visit the school if you can. If they allow like a walk-in, if they allow you to sit with one of the guidance counselors, or for you to do a tour, do that first before you just up and say, oh, this is a school I'm going to go to. Because you could get to a school, like some other girl that I knew, she went to some school in the Bronx and hated it. She just went off a whim because she saw it online and it was a website and it looked good. She got there and she was like, it was horrible. It was terrible. Do a walkthrough, see if it's something that you really want. Figure out their costs, figure out they have a payment plan, figure out if you want to work, save up, or if you just want to dive in and pay, month by month, whatever their payment plan is. You're going to decide what is best for you, what you can afford, or if you have to wait a little bit, but you'll figure out what you like. And the thing with a nail license is that it does take time. So my experience, I decided to do full time. I did Monday to Friday, and I did it for 3 months. I wasn't working, so I had nothing but time. I knocked that out 3 months. Some of the other girls I knew did it in 6. So you decide what's good for your schedule, what's good for your pockets. Next is self-taught. So self-taught, you don't go to school, you don't get a license, you're not, you don't have your license with the state. Okay, sorry, my battery died. Okay, so with self-taught, you are not getting a license. You can learn more stuff either from someone who's teaching you, you learn it from online. I mean, there's no wrong way. Some people just like to go to school just so they have that background, just so, you can get paid more if you have your license. Sometimes jobs require you to have a license, but some jobs don't. But there's no wrong way, it's just what you feel better doing. I feel better because I was just paranoid. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to cut someone's nail and now I'm gonna get sued. So I was like, I'm gonna go to school. But if you feel more comfortable being self-taught, if you're good and you're like, I don't need to go to school, then you don't have to. But you do kind of have more benefits going to school because you learn a bit more and then you can learn different techniques. And that's what I learned. So once you've decided your why and if you're going to go to school, next you're going to figure out what kind of nail artist are you. And what I mean by that is, do you want to work with gel? Do you want to work with acrylic, polygel, hard gel, soft gel, dip, gel-X, forms? There's like a lot of different nail techniques, nail supplies, and different services. Do you want to do a Russian manicure? Like there's so many different ways and routes to go that you gotta sit and think, okay, what am I really good at? What do I know like every time I could just get better at this? So my experience, I went to school and I thought, oh, I'm gonna do acrylic. I grew up on acrylic and that was it. Like no one could tell me anything. Once I learned the chemistry and about what was in the monomer and what was in everything, I just was like, I cannot put this on people. I don't want to put this on people. The health risk of breathing it in and just like the long-term effects. I was like, I don't think this is for me. And then I pivoted and I only do gel now. So you decide. Do you even like to work with polygel? I don't like to work with polygel because of the alcohol and the forming and the shaping. I don't like working with forms. My thing is gel-X because a lot of my clients want something they can put on, and once they remove it, it doesn't have any damage. So buy different things, try it out, see if you like it, see what works, and then you can move from there. So don't dive in first and say, oh, I'm gonna do acrylic, and you buy all the acrylic stuff, and then you realize, oh, I hate acrylic, I can't do this. Try different things first. Do not buy all the cheap stuff first though, because when you buy a cheap item, it's not gonna work as good as if you had something that was like maybe $10, $15 more. Definitely invest, and that's why I say like nails is putting money into your tools can get expensive, but it's worth it. So especially in the beginning part and phase of seeing if you want to do it. Next is, are you a nail artist or are you a nail tech? And like, what does that even mean? So if you are a nail artist, you know how to do art. You literally know how to draw. You can draw an album cover if someone asks. You can draw, do stuff freehand. You could draw characters. Like I've seen girls draw the most wild stuff, and it does take time, but that is a nail artist versus a nail tech, where a nail tech more so can do a bunch of different services. She's a technician, so that's the difference. And I do not think that someone that does press-ons is a nail tech or a nail artist. It's just different. Like you're not working with an actual person, hands, anatomy. Like it's just not. My own take on it. That is not being a nail tech, a nail artist. Like there's certain things and skills that go into it. Press-ons kind of isn't that, but that's a whole other thing. I would say what you do need to know are the most common nail requests. So French is one of the most common nail designs. There's going to be a deep U for the French. There is a short U. There's the chic French. There's the square French. there's the deep French. Like there are so many different variations of French because you're gonna get different clients all the time. And everyone's not gonna have the same style. Everyone's not gonna like the same thing. So you're gonna have to be versatile with that. The other very common nail request, of course, one color. That's simple, that's easy. Ombre. I'm 4.5 years in, I cannot stand doing ombre, but it's just not my thing. Always be transparent whenever you have clients, like, hey, I can or cannot do something, but ombre is a big one, especially with brides, weddings, anniversaries. That's a big one. And then the glazed donut. So we can thank Hailey Bieber for that, which is just working with chrome. You're gonna have to learn also, if you wanna learn how to isolate chrome, like if you wanna have just like a line or a wiggle or things like that, that's also kind of like manipulating the gel. Chrome is a big one. Then you're gonna get into the more intricate designs. Do you wanna do 3D? Do you wanna use 4D gel? Meaning I did a Louis Vuitton bag hanging from my nails, and that took me 4 hours. I drew on it, sculpted it. Do you wanna be that nail artist? Do you wanna do the flowers, like the really popular designs that keep popping up on the timeline? Do you know how to do cheetah print? Zebra. That's more of nail artists and knowing how to do that. If you need more inspo, definitely follow and check out celebrity nail artists like Coco Michelle. That is Megan Thee Stallion's nail tech, and she's bomb AF. Oh, and also I'll link it below. It's gonna be a beginner supply list. So it's everything that you would need to start, or if you wanna buy it off Shein or Temu, it's gonna be a lot cheaper, probably around like $60, $80. But you probably have to wait like an extra week or so. But more than 400 people have downloaded it already. I think it's really helpful. I already did all the legwork of buying the bad stuff and not putting it on that list so that you can have only the best stuff. So definitely check it out. It'll be below. Number 3, how to find clients. So you did everything, you have supplies, you practice. Now, how do you find people? You have zero, no one knows that you are even doing nails besides your friends and your family. So how do you find actual clients? Your social media is now your resume. The paper resume is nothing now. You're gonna use social media, and that's how you're gonna find people, because everyone's on social media every single day on their phone. People are trying to find people in their location. So what you're gonna do is, anytime you did a set, if you're just doing like a day with me of, practicing something, create a page. I would say to have one separate from your personal page. And you're going to just post every single day all your nail stuff. Post the supplies, post what it's like to be a beginner nail tech, post, just putting your supplies in cartons. People like to take that journey with you and to see like the progress. So whether you use Instagram, whether you use TikTok, whether you use Facebook, whether you use, Twitter or X, always show that you're doing something. Show, even if you're just in the house, even if you have nobody, but if you're going to find people, post it. Write in your caption what that set is, put your location, hashtag your location, hashtag the style of the nails, because someone is going to be looking for new nail artists in the area, and they're not gonna put, they're not gonna put just nails, like they're gonna put Newark nail artists, New York City nail artists, nail tech, gel manicure. Put something where someone can find you, and also put it in your bio. Please put it in your bio, because nothing is worse than finding someone that does really good work and then it doesn't say where she is or how they can find you. Okay, so I'm gonna share first what I did during COVID and how I went from 0 clients to suddenly having celebrities. So basically, COVID, everything shut down, can't do anything. Once they lifted the ban in June, I was like, oh, well, you know what? I'm not gonna go back to a salon. I'm not gonna go back to paint box. And I was working for OPI. And I was like, I know how to do the service. I'm gonna offer traveling to people. So I just put on my page, hey, I am traveling. If you wanna get your nails done, I can come to you. I think it was like extra like $25 I charged or something to travel. And from that's how people notice, like, oh, there's a girl who's doing nails and she's traveling around, New York and Westchester. And I would go every single day to someone's house and just do a service, and then kept posting every day. Did I feel annoying? Yes, but I didn't care, because more people knew. And then that led to my first client that was an athlete, and that's because someone else had seen my post, and then they saw that they posted they needed a nail tech in New York, and then they sent it to me, and there you go. So just post your work, I promise. Like, keep posting, people will remember. Don't feel embarrassed, don't feel ashamed. Post, I promise, somehow you're gonna get people. Also, your booking site needs to be very clean, very simple. The pictures on your social media need to be easy to view. It can't be blurry, simple, lighting is good. That is the biggest turn on for potential clients. If the work looks clean, neat, no one wants to go and try to look at your photo that you took no effort to put in at all. And make sure your booking site is easy. There's nothing worse than going to someone's page and saying, oh, she has beautiful work, and you have like 20,000 rolls. Like, people are just trying to get a service done. They are not trying to take out a mortgage. Make it simple. I can understand if you work from home. I can understand if you don't want guests, but just don't have like 20,000 rules. Don't do it. And number 4, where do you want to work? Do you want to work in a salon? Do you want to work in a studio? Do you want to travel? Do you want to, work in, with your friend somewhere? Just decide what is best for you. Can you afford it? And you might honestly have to save up first. Saving is just a general thing, rule of thumb. But I would say, figure out what works best for you. Don't be so worried about having this super fancy, beautiful, brand new studio. Is that nice? Yes, absolutely. But I worked out of my house first. I first traveled to people, and then I worked from home when I moved to like my new apartment, and then I had people come over. I'll do a video also on that, about having people and being an at-home nail artist, because it is a little tricky. You do have other people coming to your house. Be very careful about that, but I'll do a video if you guys want that. And also, you're gonna need insurance. You need nail insurance. This is gonna cover you ever in case, God forbid, something happens to one of your clients. Say you cut her, she gets an infection, the nail falls off, something. You're going to need that to cover. And the best platforms to use for your booking service, I would say, is Square, Booksy, and in your link in bio, use Linktree or Beacon. That would be the best. Okay, I know that this was super quick, but I hope that I kind of covered a lot. I just wanted to do like the main things, 4 main things. And if you have any questions, let me know, leave a comment below. You can DM me. I hope that you guys do check out the beginner supply list. I don't make any commission off of any of that, but I just want you guys to have like a real solid list to pick from, so you're not wasting your money. But yeah, hopefully this helped, and I will see you guys on my next video, and thanks.